Hello and welcome. We are pushing a R9 200 series AMD graphics card that's from 2013, and we're getting a solid 20 frames per second. And if it looks like I'm flying through a dust storm, it's because I'm in Houston, Texas, and we are currently experiencing overcast fogginess right now, so the weather's a little bit doo-doo. So probably not the best example, but you know, I wanted to show you that the card can push Flight Simulator. I'll show you guys what I'm running here. So on the settings for my card, I found that the medium overall settings works pretty good. The scaling, we've toned it back, and we're running 1080. Running 1440 just kills the graphics, or the FPS on this, and I get like 6, maybe 10 FPS at the most. If you guys know anything about flight simulators, you don't need to really compare to other games. You don't need 60 frames, you don't need 100 frames for it to be a playable game. You need at least a solid 30 for it to be an enjoyable flying experience. So right now, 20, a little choppy, could be better, but honestly for a card that's from 2013, really can't complain. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I got a 3070 for my PC build and it took a dump. Came dead on arrival the day I got it. Got a code 43, reached out to them, and they said basically they've had a bad batch of cards come out, and here we are. But the new card should be in soon, and then once I get that, I'll do a comparison with the 3070. For the rest of my system, I'm pushing a Ryzen 9 3900X 12 core, 16 gigs of RAM. I also upgraded that. I'm getting another 16 gigs in here soon, just to give me that future-proofing buffer zone. But let's go ahead and change the weather because this is not ideal to show you guys the graphics.
Ready for takeoff straight on departure.
Alrighty guys, and we're back. So on the ground, as you can see, I adjusted the weather here to be broken clouds. We are getting 18 FPS here on the ground. It gets a little bit better once we get into the sky here. We're just gonna charge it up and release the brake, and we're on our way. So we're in a little ultralight, super light craft that comes with Flight Sim 2020. It's a pretty easy plane to fly overall, and a good, just basic plane to start off with. So like I mentioned before, we're running 1080 on this, and ideally you want to run this in 1440. So we'll go ahead and lift off here. So you can see the frames per second get a little bit better once we get into the air. We're running medium settings on this. I mean, the level of detail is not terrible. It's very playable. So I don't know if any of you guys who are watching this are into the flight sims, but if you are, if you want to hit me up, I'd definitely love to do some multiplayer with this. This looks like a lot of fun. Currently we're flying out of KIAH, Bush Intercontinental Airport. And as you can see, the ground looks, it's photorealistic. Even with the medium settings, it's not bad. It's just most of the trees are not 3D. They're just like a 3D overlay. Once you get really close, you can tell everything is flat. There are a couple buildings that pop up here and there. But you know, for a card that's 8 years old, it's not that terrible. It's really not. So as I mentioned to you guys earlier, the weather here in real life is how we saw it in the beginning. It's pretty bad. As far as rain, there's no actual rain right now. There's rain in the forecast. I would say as it sits right now, it's kind of hard to do visual flight because of the level of detail is not really there. So as you can see right here, there's a highway. You can see cars, but they're not really moving. Or maybe there's like 1 or 2 cars that move, but that's just the level of detail you're going to get with this. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a short demonstration. If you're hesitant about it, you can play Flight Sim with this. You're just gonna have to adjust a lot of the settings. Definitely not gonna be able to play how you thought you were gonna be able to play here. We're gonna make our way back to the airport. But I mean, overall, look at that. It looks pretty good. can't wait to see what the 3070 does. Especially with the build PC that I have. I feel so weird running all this new stuff and then I got a card that's like 8 years old. But it's been a great card. I don't think I'm going to get rid of it. I'll definitely keep it in case something happens to the 3070 again. But I mean, just the level of detail right now, you can see it in the clouds. It's not the best detail. It almost looks cartoonish. But that's just because that's what we have to run with medium settings, you know. And here's our airport. We'll go ahead and start making our descent down. I love how the clouds are pretty realistic though, like as far as I put broken clouds and it's definitely broken clouds. We're gonna be coming in pretty hot on this one. Alright, well now we're extending our flaps completely. Yeah, we're definitely coming in high on this, so we're gonna do a very steep drop on here. I wouldn't advise this in real life, of course. But just so you guys see, we're still pushing 25 frames per second. It should dip down again once we're back on the ground. Alright, and we're back. So it's really not too hard to learn this game. It's pretty easy overall. You know, once you get into it, the bigger planes and stuff, you have more buttons to deal with, and that comes with experience. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. We're gonna do a comparison with the 3070, and we'll check it out. Hope you guys like it. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.